Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aizine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay, guys, so I saw this news that was put out by Vanguard newspaper about Phyna'S dad accusing Fina of abandoning her family ever since she won the Big Brother Niger show last year. Yes, guys, you guys remember on October 2nd, 2022, Fina emerged the seventh winner of the Big Brother Niger franchise. Yes, now this is a caption that was written in Vanguard newspaper. She doesn't pick up our calls anymore. Fina's father cries out, says she disappeared after winning 100 million naira. Now, when I saw this, you could imagine my shock. Fina, the same one that bought a car for her dad November last year, like what exactly is going on? Of course, I had to click to actually see the full story because these days of misinformation and clickbait, you have to be careful that what the headline says is actually what's in the story. So when I clicked it, I read through it and I said, you know what, I have to come and share it with you guys. Now this is what they wrote. The joy of every parent is to see their children succeed in life and perhaps take care of them when they are old and helpless. But this is not the situation with Fina's parents. When Fina won the 2022 Bbnaija Level Up Edition grand prize of 100 million naira, her parents heaved a sigh of relief, believing that God had finally answered their prayers. To them, their suffering had come to an end, but unknown to the reality TV stars' parents, that it was just the beginning of their woes. They stormed the Bbnaija grand finale venue, radiating with happiness to celebrate with their daughter. They posed for the camera and had a good time with Fina while waiting for better days ahead. But unfortunately, it never happened. The very day Fina was announced winner of Bbnaija Season 7 in 2022 was the last time her parents said they set their eyes on her. She disappeared into thin air as soon as the prize money was handed over to her, and she never returned to her parents to butter their bread. It, however, became obvious after 1 year of eloping with her prize money that her daughter, or their daughter rather, had gone away. What still is the fact that Fina neither calls nor answers her parents' calls since she left the Bbnaija house. Yet she's seen all over social media displaying affluence, posh, and class. Narrating his ordeal to a reporter during the week, Fina's father, Mr. Felix Otabo, said what was disturbing him at the moment was not the fact that his daughter refused to return to them after her victory at Bbnaija, but that she had asked him to stop being a hearse driver, someone or somebody who transports the deceased person from the funeral home or mortuary to the final resting place, hoping for the best. But he never knew that his daughter had other plans to suffocate her family while she enjoys her wealth alone. Hear him. I haven't seen Fina, my daughter, since she won Bbnaija Level Up Edition last year. She hasn't returned home since then. I don't know why. I'm a professional hearse driver, and when she won the reality TV show, she asked me to do away with all my old cars, promising to change my life. But since then, I haven't seen her, and I don't have a car again. Once in a while, the vice chairman of our association will allow me to drive his car. I sold all my 4 cars because at the time my daughter won the show, I thought that God had finally answered our prayers. I called her on the telephone and she said God has blessed us. She asked me to do away with all my old cars or she would give them out to Aboki any day she returned. So instead of allowing her to dash out my cars to scavengers, I decided to sell them as scraps and use the proceeds to renovate my house. And that was the beginning of my suffering. I stopped doing my business because I had no car again, and my neighbors thought I was either stingy or pretending as if my daughter just won 1 million or 100 million grand prize. I was the vice chairman of our association, but when I couldn't show up at our station for some time, they replaced me with another person. From that moment, things started getting tough for me, I'm even looking for somebody that will give me a car on hire purchase. I need help. It has come to that point. I don't want to die in silence. Otabo, who hails from Ekpaon in Edo State but resides in Lagos, is the father of four children. He is an ambulance car driver whose hope of better life after his daughter won the Bbnaija Level Up Edition grand prize of 100 million naira was dashed as soon as he was incubating it. Sadly, the 68-year-old ambulance car driver said Fina doesn't answer their calls again. He wondered what they have done wrong to desire this kind of treatment, being their first child. Asked why Fina was snubbing him, Otabo said he couldn't explain, added that he didn't know his daughter's whereabouts when he spoke to us during the week. I only see her on Facebook or Instagram whenever she shares new photos to these platforms, he added. Meanwhile, when our reporter contacted Fina on the telephone, at first she didn't answer her calls. Instead, she sent a text message that she was busy on site shooting. Later, she returned the calls, but it was almost like a quarrel, and when a question was posed to her, she immediately dropped the call and never picked it up again. Now, this is very sad to read. Very, 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 very sad. But I saw a lot of things here, and I'm just like, nah, this can't be right. First of all, when Fina came out of the house, her family was her very first port of call. I remember vividly, back in November, she got a brand new car for her dad, a Lexus Jeep or a Lexus SUV, right? Yes, guys. Now, also, she brought her family to even stay with her. I remember her siblings were staying with her. And I'm not even talking about last year, I'm talking about this year. Some months back was her mom's birthday. Where was her mom? In Phyna'S house. And I'm talking about, let's say, 6 weeks ago. Now, it's quite sad that they will say they've never set their eyes on Fina ever since she won the Bbnaija show. So who is this in this video? Like, I understand Fina's hurt because shortly after this story became viral, Fina put this out on her Twitter page and said, "This is the number of the bastard that has been disturbing from Vanguard. The particular cooking go chokuna. You will hear from my lawyer." And she put out this screenshot. Yes, guys. Also, she put this out on her Twitter page where she said, "This is the first time I cried and it touched me. Let's meet later on Instagram Live." And not just that, she also put out this very disturbing post on Snapchat where she said, "When I die, I must not be buried. My body should be given to my family, and the whole world must sit and watch them eat me. They must eat my corpse." Like, this is very, very sad. Reading through that whole Vanguard newspaper publication, you could smell the lies that were put out there. Now, I have a lot of questions, but one of the questions is, did her dad actually grant that interview? And if he did, why? Why sell out your daughter? I mean, why? You have four kids. I know that this babe has actually tried to help her family. Like, anybody close to Fina will tell you this. So why are they trying to do this to their daughter? Why, even if your daughter has not been picking your calls, why come out on social media? What is the aim? If it was her friends that did this, I would not even, think twice about it. I would not even bat an eyelid. But her own father, what is this? This isn't right at all. What do you want from her? So she won 50 million naira cash, 50 million naira worth of prizes. How long do you even think it takes for 50 million naira to finish? That's the big question. If you remove 100,000, it's no longer 50 million naira. So she should carry all the money and give to you guys. Habana. And honestly, I feel like this is a situation that plays out every time, especially with maybe firstborn daughters or firstborn sons. There's this whole responsibility. They must do this, they must do that. And also in Nigeria, there's this whole perception that he has money, she does not want to give. Da, 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 da. Like, how now? How many ways the girl go carry? I'm not saying don't take care of your parents, but coming out to sell out your daughter, knowing how the whole atmosphere is, I don't feel it's right. If a child does this to her parents, I will not support it. I'm being very careful with my words because this is a very sensitive issue. I hope that the right thing is being done. And if you could notice the way or the tone of Fina's tweets, the first tweet you could tell that she was like, "I'll sue you guys." This is because probably she did not think that her family had granted that interview. But looking at her snap, which she did like moments later, probably she had inquired and actually know that yes, her father actually did grant that interview. It's a sad thing. This one I don't even know what to analyze because I feel for her because if it's me, I know how I'll feel. Because your family is supposed to be the closest people to you. Friends can fail you, but family, haba. I tire. This whole thing, I'm just like when I woke up and I saw this morning. I know it's afternoon now, but I saw it quite in the morning, right? I just decided not to talk about it because I wanted to get all the facts right. When I saw it in the morning, I had to put calls across. I called better. I called other people like, wait, oh, it's not the same man that Fina bought car for. It's not the same family we've been seeing in Fina's house. Is it not the same family? I remember one particular Sunday, Fina packed all her siblings in a car to go to Ikorodu. I think that's where they used to live or where her dad used to live to go visit them. I wish I used to keep those, snap videos, but unfortunately I don't. But I remember it vividly. She went there on a Sunday. I remember to meet them. So which one is you've not set your eyes on her ever since she left the show? More, eh? If you are a Fina fan, I think at this point to be praying for your babe because the weapon that has been fashioned against her, be here. Ah, that's all I have to say about this. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, what exactly are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinne Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.